nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Okay, we're calling this meeting to order as of, what, 7:06, 7:07?
7:06.
Okay, so all in favor of accepting the minutes from the previous meeting?
You have to make a motion.
I make a motion?
I make a motion to pass the meeting minutes of
That's
the
what I
previous
meant to do.
meeting.
I second.
A motion passed. Okay, so now,
We have to vote.
Probably.
huh?
Aye.
Oh,
Motion passed.
Motion passed.
I thought she seconded it.
Yeah, but then you have to vote.
Oh, vote, okay.
It's okay. We haven't had a
It's
meeting
been
in
a while
bit.
since
It's been
we've had a
a bit.
meeting. And Victor usually pokes me and tells me what I'm doing wrong. Okay, so on the agenda, there's not very much, just to go over briefly for new business. The Apple Festival, how it went, anything we can change?
I thought it went well. Obviously, if we can change the weather, that'd be real cool.
Yeah, that would
We're changing the weather.
be, and this Saturday was just beautiful.
I know, it definitely affected turnout, but I think it was great for us to get out there. And I mean, we did have some action. I mean, we got rid of almost 30 pumpkins, so.
Yeah.
And a lot of
The kids-
seeds.
And lots of seeds.
Which, with your permission, I would like to write a thank you note to Ocean State Job Lot.
Yes,
Absolutely.
definitely.
We can do it on the letterhead.
Yep.
Um,
Okay.
I know we had talked about seeing if it was in the budget to purchase a soil testing kit. Do you have any idea of what those cost roughly?
So I sent an email to the Massachusetts Agricultural Extension,
Mm.
and basically was told they don't have just the pH testing kits.
Oh,
They will sell prepaid soil test kits, the whole 9 yards,
okay.
in groups of 50.
Interesting.
But I asked how much it was and never heard back. And I think it's on the website somewhere, but I have not. It's expensive. It's like $20-some a piece. So I
Oh,
don't
wow.
think that's
Okay.
in our.
Okay.
But I was going to ask you if you had any contacts that might know where to buy them in bulk.
I can look into it a little bit and see if there is
There has to be
somewhere we can
something
get
somewhere.
something. We have to get something somewhere. There has to be.
They can't be that expensive. I'm thinking $5 or $6 a piece.
Yeah. Yeah. Let me look into it. Let me do some research and I'll see if there's like a cheap option under $10, if not even more, like under $7.
I'll look online too.
I wonder if that's something, probably not. I was going to say, I wonder if we could apply for like any grants or something to see for like the town, but we'll get there when we get there.
Yeah, we just need to know a cost for
Yeah.
right now, and if there is anything that's available, so
Yeah.
we don't run into this same thing again. Because there
Right.
were a few people that were kind of upset that we didn't have it, even though it was
Yeah, it was out of our
remnants
control.
of a hurricane.
And yeah, totally out of our control.
What do the master gardeners use? Or is it not them that do it? Is it Extension that comes out and does it?
It's master gardeners. Now, in most states, master gardeners are extension, but not in Massachusetts.
Okay.
So I don't know what they use.
I wonder if we could ask without like stepping on toes, because I don't want to be like, hey, what do you use? Also, we don't need you anymore.
Right.
Because obviously they're a great addition to have, whether or not they're doing soil testing for people to ask questions.
Oh, sure.
Okay. It's just having as a backup, I think, having an option.
Yeah, of something in case
Something.
it does happen again where we advertise they're coming out and then all
And
of a
then
sudden
they don't,
decide
they
not
aren't able
to.
to come. Yeah.
You know, whether it's weather or some other circumstance.
Well, I mean, like we had said there, at least that means people saw our advertisement.
Yes.
That means they saw something if they came knowing there was soil testing.
And there were a couple
That's a good
people that
thing.
came from Connecticut too,
Yep.
so it must have been
The
from the
last
Green Valley
Yep.
that they had read it on or heard through the grapevine through them.
Yep.
So I definitely propose next year, and I know the reasoning behind why we were farther away, but we need to talk to the Grange and see if we can get closer to like the hub of the action for that moving forward. There's no reason I don't think that we can, unless they're selling those spots. Because I know Board of Health was right there.
Were they?
Mm-hmm.
I think they sell the spots to vendors and they offer the spots to nonprofits.
Okay, which we are. We're not a
Yeah, we're the
nonprofit.
town.
But I don't think there's room. I mean, for us to have one table, yes, maybe we could get closer. But if the farmers had come with all of their stuff,
Absolutely.
Then-
Absolutely. Had that happened, then we would have been like the farmer market area.
Yes.
Yes, which would have been fun.
I think, though, maybe if not even Apple Fest moving forward with Strawberry
Strawberry
Festival,
Festival.
I think we can talk to them. I know they're busy.
About
I
getting
know
our
all of that,
own-
but we need to see if we can get our own table. If we're going to do activities and provide things for people,
Yes.
I think that being closer
And
is
not
going to
only
be
that,
easier.
at the Strawberry Festival, there was only half of the table, so there was only like 3 feet.
Yeah.
So it was very hard to put anything out.
Yeah, you're our Grange
Yep,
person. Who would we talk to for that?
Karen.
Karen? Okay. I'm happy to attend a meeting, move a little bit closer with you if you want, Lynette or Linda, whoever, to talk a little bit about that. I know
can
they
go
have
with
some
you,
of those.
like we did last time.
Like we did last time, yeah, and just make a proposal for being closer and having a table, a full table, and just saying, based on our attendance at the Apple Festival, even though it was rainy, we still got some good visits and had some people there, so
And the
I think
kids
that'd be
that
fun.
did show up
And the kids that
actually
did,
had
they
fun.
had a great time. I mean, I think we changed some lives there. Changed some lives, especially with the stickers.
Oh, yeah. The kids
Um,
love the stickers.
They do. So I think that could be a good idea. Closer. But
And it's always
otherwise, I
fun
think it went
watching
well.
the adults help the kids
Yeah.
try to
Yeah.
decorate the pumpkins.
Yeah, I
too.
think moving forward, we have to be careful with what glue we get.
Yeah.
I was
that
gonna say,
one
I was at Walmart the other day and they have adhesive.
Yeah, next time I'm
Yes.
going to get the dots.
Yeah.
The glue dots would be good.
The glue dots.
Yes, we can get some more stuff. But everything, I mean, otherwise, the things we got, I think we're good. Maybe a couple more Sharpies, too. Those write a little bit easier on the pumpkins. But I think otherwise.
Well, some of those were permanent markers.
Were they? Okay.
Yeah, some of the colored
I
ones
just,
were.
I think of a
Some of them
personal
were.
fan of Sharpies.
Yeah, but you also have to think of the kids, too, if they just decide to start writing on themselves.
I mean, hey.
Some of them were
You do what you do.
washable.
That's right. But we could also, with some of those temporary tattoos, bring maybe, if it's COVID safe at the time, I know for a while it wasn't, but it should be fine now. We could maybe do the temporary tattoos at the booth at the Strawberry Festival. Just bring a water bottle and either a sponge or some paper towels or something. That might be a cool
I did it with
little
rain.
thing. That's right. You did it with the rain. You were ready to go.
Okay.
What else?
Like for the spring,
Yep.
thinking Strawberry Festival, like we do pumpkins in the fall. What do you think
What
we
could we
could
do?
do?
Honestly, while I was sitting there at the Strawberry Festival, there were no kids. They were all over at the frog jumping contest. Like, I think.
Well, that's really like the only entertainment for
thing.
the kids is the frog jumping.
Yep.
Because they don't have the Girl Scouts. Does Dudley even have Girl Scouts anymore? A troop?
I don't
An
know.
active
I don't
troop?
know.
I mean, I know when I was younger, that's what we did. We did games and face painting for the Girl Scouts at the Strawberry Festival. To touch a tractors, I mean, it was rainy, but the kids that did it really enjoyed it.
Until one of them hit the shifter.
Yeah, until one of them hit the shifter.
And he couldn't start the tractor afterwards. But it all worked out fine. Yeah, I mean, we could do that again if we have it.
We could do like a planting activity, something like that, like we were going to do. where they take it home. Or we could even do like coloring.
We got
or
a while.
something. We have a while to think about it. Yeah.
Think of something fun to do for the kids.
Yeah. Absolutely.
Agricultural wise.
Yeah.
You know, to keep it going, keep the ball going, because we're doing good so far.
Yeah.
You know, we just want to keep everything going, and I'll keep updating the website too, both of them.
Thinking ahead with the plant hop. What is the latest we can start planning that? When did we start planning that this last year? Was that in March?
Yeah, I think we started in March.
Okay, so if we start in March, that'll be okay. Okay.
Yeah, I mean, really, there's not much to be done other than emailing the farmers, and Local for Life did the online interactive map, which was great and beyond my technological abilities. So if they could do that again, it's just a matter of me, confirming who's gonna participate, and then a couple press releases, and
Okay, awesome.
I mean, it basically runs itself. It's not labor intensive to put that together.
Yeah, it's just a matter of getting to the people.
I wonder
to participate.
if the Grange was to participate again, if either A, we have a little pop-up table there, or B, we see if the Master Gardeners can do the soil sampling that day.
I was gonna suggest, like, we could do an ag tent at my place.
Okay, that's perfect.
Yeah,
We could do that too.
yeah, because that's a good time to do soil testing.
In the spring, so because everybody's starting their gardens, and
Exactly.
that's what we want people to do, is to get more into agriculture.
Okay. That's good to know. Perfect.
Okay, anything else for the Apple Festival? Anything we should change?
The rain.
The rain, yes, I know, the rain.
Get on that, Kate.
We'll start working on it
We'll
immediately.
We'll all start working on it. Next year, we cannot have it rain.
No, I thought the pumpkins were really cute.
Yeah.
I think the kids really liked it. I think people were like taken aback, like, oh, this is free or donation based. But
Yeah.
we got some donations,
Got
so
some
that was
donations,
good.
which we can use towards the canning jars if
Yeah.
we're going to do
Yeah.
the classes, which we'll talk
So-
about next.
No, I thought it was
So-
good. I thought it was
Or
good.
we can use it towards more stickers for next year.
More stickers.
More stickers.
As long as they're cat stickers.
Uh-huh. Okay then, so moving on to the next. Discussing the upcoming canning, tomato tasting, other classes we may want to do, when we want to do it. I know you were now Serve Safe,
Yes.
so
there's that.
you are good to go. So when were you thinking about doing?
After
Like
the
during-
holidays. It's just,
Yeah, like in
it's too
January
crazy.
or
January,
February?
February.
Or, okay,
Yeah.
that would be a good little event.
So it'd be like a
In
canning
between.
class? Okay, cool. And would that be something that's interactive, so people would also can? Or is that something that you would just be showing instructorally?
From my brief interaction with the health department representatives, as long as someone there is Serve Safe, I think we can go ahead and do interactive.
Perfect.
Oh, good.
Um,
So we can start getting some stuff out to find out if anybody's interested.
So
like
are we-
around mid-December?
I know people are interested. So my plan is to pick a date and then just get the word out on social media or the
Yeah,
Webster
send me whatever
Times
you
or-
want, and I can put it up on our
Yep,
posts, and then have the town put it up too
yeah.
on the website.
We
So-
may end up having to do a couple classes, just because, I mean, you can't fit 40 people in there, can you?
No, I'd say
So
maybe
there's-
15.
10,
yeah,
15.
max.
Yeah,
I'd
I
say
would go
10.
much more than that.
Yeah, so, and that's fine if we have to do more than one, we do more than one. I don't mind doing that.
It'll be a good break too for the winter time, to do something
Now, are
like
we
that.
thinking that we'll do like a nominal fee for that? That way here, it will pay for the canning supplies and all of that to do it, like, you know, say 10 or 20 bucks, whatever. And then that holds your place in the class, and it also gets you X canning jars and some tomatoes to can or whatever. Or are we thinking just all of it's going to get covered?
Technologically, I'm not savvy enough to figure out a good way to do payment.
Okay.
Because if they pay online, it's got to go to some account. And where
Yeah.
the account does
And
it
then
go
we
to?
it would go in probably into our account.
Do
but
we
then-
have our own account, or we're just petty cash? So it's
No,
not,
we have our
we
own
do,
account.
Okay.
We have our own account,
All right.
so.
I'm just wondering if
I don't know, I was
that's-
going to bring that up.
I mean, honestly, I don't think a case of canning jars is $12 and some frozen strawberries and pectin. Like it's
To
not.
do a jam.
Yeah, I mean, it's not all that expensive. So I think
Okay.
we can cover it.
For the first one,
Okay.
we can
Yeah.
cover
Okay,
it.
no
And
worries.
then
I was
if
just curious.
down the road, we get a lot of requests for more, then we may have
Right.
to, depending on what product too
Yeah.
they want to do or you want to do to can. And then tomato tasting, we can do that in the
That will
spring.
be in the summer.
In the summer,
That'll have
rather.
to be in the summer.
Yeah.
Hopefully August timeframe. Bless you.
Bless you.
Thank you.
Okay. Can you think of any other classes that we might want to do for next year? Or any other
I mean,
type of events that we can like try to get some interest going?
depending on the space, if we can use that senior center space, we could always see if there's an interest in any like guest speakers like the Grange does,
Yeah.
like on topics that are relevant
To agriculture.
to agriculture or, you know, things people
Beekeeping.
want to know, beekeeping,
You know, something like that.
things like that. I don't know. Maybe. That's something that's something that we could explore there, right? Like with doing some canning classes, we could have a little survey that we
Yes,
we
start
pass
with
around,
that.
like, and suggestions, like what else would you like to see us do? And maybe some people will come up with a few things that is necessary or that they want to learn.
Or we
could
can
do
put it out there too, like a survey like this
Yeah, exactly.
for the open space. And just put it out there on social media if they want to respond to it.
Well, wasn't there a question like that or something on there? I know there was like, what would,
Let's see.
It was similar to it. One was, what type of crops would you like to see be grown in the town of Dudley? How do you feel about open space? That was one of them. And there was one about interests. But I mean, more specific towards what we're doing right now. That's more for the general open space. So like we could put something out that says type of classes that people would be interested in. Would you want?
I mean, I
Cooking
definitely think like
classes,
canning,
canning.
cooking classes might be a big one. We can do cooking with different types of food.
Bread baking, something like that. But,
Yeah, but like, you
but
know,
then
like,
have to.
okay, let's see. We have here, what ag events would you be interested in? Educational, farmers market, soil testing and gardening, livestock raising, beekeeping, other. What type of ag would you like to see more of in Dudley? Flower and vegetables, livestock, hemp, cannabis, dairy, honey, eggs, poultry, other. Those were the two that we had on there.
Yeah. So I mean, we could go a little bit more in depth than
Yeah.
just those.
Yeah,
and
but I mean,
create
maybe we
our
could do
own.
it like different and have people come in, like, even like different cultural cooking. Just
Yeah.
get a little different variety of what we have around here.
Show
Something we
people
could
how to
learn.
make pierogi.
There you go.
And go
holding
on to-
it. That's you. That's you. I'll participate in taste tests.
They take a long time to do.
That they do. That they do. But we could do different things like that. I think
sure.
cooking classes, canning classes, how to preserve like things in the winter. Dehydrating, yeah.
Yeah.
That kind of stuff. Like, how do you keep your carrots and onions the longest that you can in the winter? I don't know, whatever.
But I think those are some good ideas. We just have to figure out when we want to do all this.
Yeah. Well,
So,
now that Lynette is served safe, she's just chained to the commission for the rest of her life.
yes, she is.
I just hope you know that. I don't know if you did yourself a favor or not.
She's like, oh no,
It's
what
only
did I
good
get
for 3
myself
years.
into?
It's only good. That's all right. Then we have you for 3 years. We know,
You can't
and we
go
will
anywhere.
make sure that gets renewed.
So I think we're on a good route to figure out what we're going to do for next year. So we can get on to figuring out when we want to do these. I mean, it would be good like on a Sunday afternoon, like you had said, if you want to do something like that. Because I think that's when you get most, because
Yeah.
people start getting stir crazy in the house about February,
Yeah.
and they want something to do.
Yeah, that might be
So-
a good time to do it. As long as weather permitting, but even
Yeah,
that's
I
something
mean-
easy, it's relatively easy to reschedule.
Oh, yeah, I mean, especially if you're just doing a canning class. you
Yeah,
know,
but
or
I
jam-
definitely think
jams
we
or
need to have
something
some
like
kind
that.
of sign up.
Yes,
Oh,
definitely, it's
absolutely.
not just
Some
show
kind of
up.
sign up.
You have to because
And like some kind of like, I don't know if it'd be like a wait list if somebody can't come. Like, that's why I was thinking of the payment. Like, even if something to be like, make sure the spot is held and it's not just, oh, well, I'm not going to go to that. And then we show up and there's only 5 people there when there could be 10 people.
Right.
And there were
Yeah.
people that wanted to do it.
Yeah.
yeah, I don't know what the solution is to that.
That's okay. We can think on it more.
Yeah.
I'm sure we can figure something out.
Got a few months.
Yeah. We have a few
So,
months. We can figure that
We
out.
can figure out how to do that.
How are we doing on the road signs?
Oh, that was going to be under my next
Oh,
thing,
okay.
under
I'm sorry.
miscellaneous.
I don't want to jump ahead.
So, anything else to discuss for upcoming stuff for the town?
Don't think
And-
so. I don't know if this is it's probably not appropriate. I was just thinking like the few things that the town does. The town sometimes does like pop events, like the Santa thing. They had like Meet Santa. I wonder if we would either A, be able to, or B, if it would be worth it to like maybe have a presence at those events, or even just know about them so we can decide as they come.
We get a reindeer.
Right? We could. We get some reindeer, get some carrots. Give carrots to the reindeer. I don't know. I was just wondering, like, to try to increase our presence in town, or maybe that's
Yeah.
just not a doable ask at this
Well, I
point.
think we're doing pretty good trying
Yeah.
to get out, what we are and be taken seriously.
Yeah, absolutely.
Because we are.
Absolutely.
We are a town commission,
Yeah.
So we are trying to get word out about other, not just the fun events too, but also like the Asian longhorn beetle.
Yeah.
And the lanternfly
Yeah.
and other, other things that are coming up.
Yeah.
Like any type of diseases for trees that we may know of that are coming
You know,
around.
there's a document
You know?
too about, ag, is it ag? I don't know. Kind of in that it's plants, but maybe we could do some posting too about like pet safe plants during
Yeah.
the holidays.
We could
Things
do something like that and put it out
Yeah.
on our website.
Yeah.
Because there are a lot of plants that people think, like poinsettias, they can be deadly to your pet
Yeah.
if they start chewing on them.
Yeah.
And there's other plants too that you really don't want your animals around that you keep in the house during the winter. Because cats like to chew on things.
That they
and-
do. My cat was chewing on one of my plants today.
And they just look at you like, what?
Looks at me. Not like I don't have enough toys for you to play with. All right.
But
Maybe
yeah, we
during
could-
the winter we can each do some research on other towns with ag commissions and what activities they're doing.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's a really good idea.
I know there's a lot of them out there that you look at their website and they haven't been updated for years.
Yeah.
It looks like they just like fell off to the wayside. But we want to
They
keep
might
this, yeah, we want to keep this active and we want to keep it growing.
We're going to keep it going.
Yeah, growing and going.
Growing and going. Maybe even have a new member or two.
That would be
I was
nice.
gonna say, like, I mean, just realistically speaking, with 5 of us on the commission, we can't do all of the things.
Yes.
No.
Yes.
No,
No,
mean,
I agree.
These are just ideas. We're just
agree.
brainstorming now for stuff to do.
Can we put out the ask? Like,
Sure.
I mean, I know I had seen it when obviously I applied for it because an ask went out. I wonder if there's anybody else that'd be interested. I've been trying to rack my brain, and short of my husband or my father, I can't think
We're
of
always
anybody
looking
else.
for fresh ideas, for people to actually come and join in on our meetings too.
Yeah, yeah.
You know, if anybody has any ideas that they want us to do, to work on, if you want to join our commission, you know,
Yeah.
we're more than welcome.
Okay. Cool.
Okay, now, getting on to the next, if we're all done with that, is miscellaneous. And one of the things is the road signs. I had to clarify something on the billing, that's why it's taken a little bit longer. And she gave me the amount for a 9x12, but looking at it, you know, the size, it was relatively small. So if you're driving along, you're not really going to.
Can't really see it.
Yeah.
That's the size of a piece of paper.
Yeah, it's.
Yeah,
ba-
no, that needs to be
basically-
bigger.
So I had her redo it.
Like a
for
12 by
bigger-
10 or something.
I think this one's 12 by 18 is the next one. Because I want it bigger. I want people to see it and to say, oh, yeah, okay. You know, I mean,
Yeah.
we've got it colorful because
Yeah.
we're going to go with that, the scene
Yep.
with the, it looks like a field in the sun. So it's pretty. So at least it'll catch your eye too as you're driving down the road and go, whoa, wait a minute, okay.
Yeah.
You know, so.
And how many of those are we getting? How many?
I had to price out
entries?
5 of them.
5 of them. Okay.
Because we were thinking, coming into from Quinnebog,
Yep.
coming this way, one down here on the bridge when you're coming from Webster on West Main Street, one on Schofield Ave, one
Dudley
coming in from Dresser Hill Way, and it was either Dudley Oxford or Oxford Ave down at the very end because
Yeah,
there's a lot of
that
traffic.
Yep.
Because we need either one of those roads, because there's an awful lot of traffic on both of them. So, and those are like the main points that I can think of. So once we get those, then I'll get in touch with the highway department and see if
Okay.
they can put them up.
Great.
And we're just gonna have them put up, we're not having them put up separate poles or anything.
Yeah,
They're
just put
going
on
on
what's
the
on there.
pre-existing poles that have the other signs on them.
Yeah.
So there shouldn't be an issue with
Yeah.
contacting people to find out if it's okay to put up a sign or, you
Okay.
know, if it's on town property or not. It's a town sign, they already have them there. So
Yeah.
we'll just build onto that. So that was pretty much it with the signs. So they're almost done. I just have to, she sent me the proof of what they look like. And it's basically what I had on paper. I think they're gonna be nice once they're done. And
Absolutely.
they're on aluminum, so they're not gonna rust or rot out. So, as soon as I get them, I'll show you guys.
Sounds great. And that's something the highway department can put up. We don't have to worry
Yeah,
about.
they said they
putting
could
those
put
up.
those
Okay, great.
up. I mean, worst comes to worst, if they say no, we
They
can.
can't. We'll just go out there.
We'll
with
go
our
out there with
drills.
some. Well, they have
So-
little holes in the pipes already, so we just have to get some.
Yeah, just do that.
bolts. And pop them on the sign.
That's right. That's right. They do have holes in them. We
We're
don't need
creative.
those. We are. We'll figure it out.
Yeah, glue dots.
Glue dots and stickers. Maybe some twine. Who
Hey,
knows?
I still got it in the truck.
We have ideas. We have
Yep,
options.
I have plenty of twine.
Pipe cleaners. Lots of things.
So, is there anything else else you want to go over under miscellaneous?
Trying to think.
Everybody seemed to like the banner too, and all the stuff that we had put
Yeah,
out
banner
on the
looked great.
table.
All the stuff looked good.
Mm-hmm.
Um,
And if you see any more interesting stuff coming through
I will let you know. Absolutely.
that we must notify
Yes.
people of, like
Yes.
the bird flu that was starting to pop
Yeah.
back its
Avian
ugly
bird
head.
flu. Yeah.
But I haven't heard much about that lately.
No. Hopefully it's tamping down.
Going away with the cold.
That'd be a good thing.
Mm.
Trying to think, is there anything else? I don't think so.
I'm also on the Open Space and Recreational Commission, and they do have a survey that's out now that is going to be open for a little bit longer. And within the open space survey, there are a few agricultural questions too. But we're looking for as much participation as we can to try to promote open space in Dudley. And also, what are your thoughts and what you want to do for recreation? I mean, there's been talk about, I know they want to try to fix this little playground that's out here. And they're looking for ideas, what people would like to see in town. Not just for open space and agriculture, but also for different types of recreation that you'd be interested in. Like having more walking trails. I mean, there's a lot of conservation land in Dudley, and the Conservation Land Trust, they do a great job at what they're doing with all the land that they have. So please go out and do the survey.
I'm mid-survey right now. Hopefully I'll finish it
So
soon.
that way we can get some ideas. And then that way too, we can figure out too, because like I said, there's agricultural questions as to what people are looking for in town. I mean, we can't make people grow stuff, but
Yeah.
we're trying to help them and trying to promote more of an agricultural base. Because
Absolutely.
that's what we want to keep the town as, versus
So-
it being built up.
So, piggybacking off of that, just out of curiosity, could we ever work with the schools, maybe not ourselves going into it, but maybe seeing if we could partner, if they could partner with different ag associations that work in schools with ag education? Maybe that's something that we could put on our
could.
radar to talk to them about if they're interested, or having the teachers learn a little bit more about it. I mean, I think the whole ag commission idea of educating could permeate into the schools, and that might be
Yeah, because we had brought something
Something
up
that's helpful.
about that. Were you on the commission?
Wasn't on it, but it
Were you?
sounds familiar.
Yeah, we had the superintendent of Bay Path come down one time. This was before COVID, to find out if they were interested in doing more ag in the school department. Because Bay Path did have an agricultural department at one point. And I know they were saying, like, the schools here, they show the kids how to plant seeds in the springtime, and
Oh, do they?
do a little bit.
Okay.
Especially
It's
the
all
elementary.
according to the standards.
standards.
Yeah.
Yes. I'm very,
Yeah.
very, very familiar with the standards. I was just curious because I had gone to something recently, and they were talking about teaching in the school and getting into the elementary school and the middle school and the like. I just didn't know if there had been any thought into that, like maybe not necessarily going as full grown and being like, you guys maybe could build a school garden.
Yeah.
But not that I would hate that. I would absolutely love that. But
Yeah.
Just wondering.
Well, this all happened right before COVID. And
Yes.
everything just kind of
Yeah,
like
fizzled
went by
out.
the wayside for like a couple years until we started picking things back up again. I mean, we could always approach them in the springtime.
yeah,
and see.
even if we could like accumulate a list of resources And whether they use it or not, I mean, it's up to them. But we could be like,
Yeah, and
here,
I'm
just so you
sure-
know, these are organizations doing ag education in the classroom that you could either A, apply for grants for, or B,
And I'm sure there's a lot more parents now too that are more into growing
Yes,
stuff that
yeah.
they would like to have
yeah.
their kids learn about too,
Mm-hmm.
with all the little gardens and everything, and
Yeah.
how people are trying to go all organic.
Yeah.
So that might
Okay.
be something in the springtime we could
Okay.
talk about.
Cool.
Do a little bit of research on that.
Yeah. I'll look into it a little bit. Yeah, awesome.
So anything else?
I don't got anything else.
Okay. Well,
I make a motion to adjourn the meeting.
I second.
all in favor?
Aye.
Motion passed.
7:42.
Meeting is done.